good, y'all? I hope everybody has been doing well. I hope you've been staying blessed. I hope you've been manifesting everything that you've been putting out there in the universe to manifest. Staying out of trouble, working on becoming your greatest self. Getting to the bag, ain't shit else to do. But I wanted to drop a video real quick before I start my day and talk to you all about holding on. So in one of my other videos, I talked about, the seasons of putting in the work, and because faith without works is dead. And when it comes to working on your manifestations and everything, you got to put in work. You can't just put out there in the universe that you want specific things to happen and you're not doing anything on your end to make sure those things happen. But sometimes you'll run into a season where all it requires you to do is just simply hold on. When you out there and you putting in the work and you're doing all that you could on your end to manifest and obtain everything that you're trying to obtain and manifest. Sometimes we get too caught up in that, and we're always trying to figure something out. Like something come about and you trying to figure out like what I got to do next, or I got to do this. And sometimes we be so caught up in putting in the work that we can run ourselves crazy. But sometimes there are seasons that will come about in life where all it requires you to do is just simply hold on. Just because you experience a certain amount of turbulence, just because you're experiencing certain situations and circumstances, does not mean that it requires you to put in all this work. You got seasons where it requires you to put in work, but you have seasons where it just simply requires you to hold on. Them seasons where you're going through some shit and it's a lot of pressure and you feel like your back is against the wall, and you felt like, you done did everything that you could to get out that situation. You done put in all the work that you felt like you could to get to where it is that you're trying to be and obtain things that you're trying to obtain. And for the life of you, you can't understand like what else it is that you need to do. The answer to that is when you get to that point where you feel like you've done everything you could do, when you have no more answers, or you just don't even have the energy in you at all to keep trying and keep figuring things out, the answer to that is to just simply hold on. You're experiencing turbulence. It's just turbulence. And everybody knows when you experience turbulence, it only lasts a while. And then after it get done lasting a while, then it's smooth sailing from there. Sometimes you just have to hold on. Just simply hold on. No matter how tough it is, no matter how it may look like, the perception versus reality, I talked about that. It's two different things. No matter what the reality looks like, no matter what it is, the emotions it's putting you in, whether you're sad, happy, mad, stressed out, depressed, just simply hold on. And a lot of times we overlook that process. That is a part of the process. You just hold on. You put in the work and you hold on. You have moments in life where it's smooth sailing. You have moments in life where, you figure some shit out and then you like, okay, cool, that worked. But then you'll have moments in life where no matter what you do to try to figure things out, not everything is meant for you to figure out. A lot of times we out there and we figuring things out, you wrecking your brain. You that's why you got a headache. That's why you stressed out, because you're trying to figure things out or try to fix things, and you're not even at the capacity. You don't even hold the capacity to even try to fix those things. It's not for you to do. So yes, faith without works is dead, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to let the universe take the wheel and trust in it. You trusted in it enough to put it out there. You trusted in it enough to talk about what you want to manifest. But a lot of times we don't trust the process as far as like allowing it to work. You put it out there and you leave it alone. You put it out there and you don't think about it no more. That's real faith. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there, I ain't gonna worry about it no more because I know it's gonna come. It's gonna happen. You do what you can do, and then the rest of it, you just hold on. I remember I used to do that. Every time something happened to me or every time I was going through some shit, I spent so much time stressing myself out, trying to figure things out and trying to worry about this and worry about that, when in reality, this is before I even knew better, before I grew. But during my growth and becoming my greatest self, I had to realize that a lot of times all I have to do is just hold on. You can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody no Superman or Superwoman in real life. But given the tools and things that you were equipped with when you were born, because we were all given tools and stuff that we can use to handle. And my bad, somebody was trying to call me. But when you was born, we was all given gifts and tools and things that we were to use during our life here, so that we can get through whatever it is that we need to get through. That's why I say all the time, like, a lot of times we go through things and we feel like it's not fair. But sometimes it is because of our destiny and because of our purpose. That's why we have to go through and experience certain things. Because it's easier said than done. But truth be told, a lot of times, if everything was smooth sailing for us, for one, you're not going to be able to grow or become the person, your greatest self. If everything was just fucking easy, you're not going to grow in the way that you need to grow. And if you don't grow in the way that you need to grow, then you're not going to be able to walk and fully obtain your purpose. That's what everybody keep failing to realize. Like, you're going to have to embrace the struggles. You're going to have to embrace the tests and the mountains that you have to climb, because it's deeper than the reality or your perception. Your perception is you struggling, you suffering, and you can't take it no more. But the reality is, it's for your greater good. And if you don't learn to embrace the struggle, or learn to look at the mountain and be like, damn, that's a big ass mountain, but you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and climb it. I don't know how I'm gonna get up there. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's how you gotta move in this life. You just have to hold on. Do what it is that you need to do. And you'll know in your heart, if you genuinely take the time to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? And you'll know if you genuinely done it. If you are the type of person that genuinely takes heed to this information and understands that you have to put in the work to obtain certain things that you need and want in life, you would know when you came to a crossroad. You would know when you came to the point where you have nothing else that you can do. It's just a feeling that you get. And I'm sure a lot of y'all experience that. I'm sure we all experience that plenty of times. And we will always experience that. But once you get to that point, you just simply hold on and trust and have faith that it's going to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to always do that. I stressed myself out more than the situation itself or the circumstance itself. A lot of times, shit wasn't even all that damn bad. But, you know, when people sit there and they pray and they manifest things and meditate and all that, it's a lot of people out there that don't even really have the faith that needs to come along with it. Because you're asking for something, but then you turn around and you try to put your hand and you try to intervene with it. Get up out the way. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask God, the universe, or whoever you worship in, you can't ask them to come through for you, and then you sit there and turn around and you trying to intervene. You're in their way. Now they can't even do what it is that they're trying to do. They can't even do what it is that you're asking them to do, which they will, because you just feel like you got to be in the way. You just don't know how to sit down and chill. Just hold on. You got to understand there's a season for everything. There's a season for action. There's a season to just hold on. There's a season where you just pray and manifest. It's just You got to understand the seasons. And you got to be able to not only understand the seasons, but you got to be able to understand what season you're in at the moment. And you got to be able to understand that every season lasts longer than the other. It's not going to all last the same. You know, you might have a season that you're in that lasts 2 months. You might have a season that you're in that lasts 6 months. Or this season took 5 years. So now on the 6th year, this is a different, you know, this season, the 6th season, is going to last 2 years. You have to be able to understand those things. And because once you do, then it'll help you understand in a way and how you should move. You'll learn that in this season, it's not meant for me to put in all this work. In this season, it's requiring me to just shut up and hold on. Okay, now in this season, I have to actually do some work. And understand that no matter what season you're in, no matter what that season is requiring you to do, that at the end of the day, what you need, what you're trying to manifest and all that is going to come through. That's having the faith. And a lot of times we can't even, you know, God and the universe, they can't even reach us because we're too caught up in our head. You lack the faith. You lack the understanding. And you lack the knowledge of it all. The people perish because of a lack of knowledge. Thinking you know it all when you don't. I don't care how smart you may be or how many degrees you obtain. But when it comes to that spiritual stuff and in your core, can't no degree, no nothing, no diploma. I don't care how many books you done read or how many, you know, podcasts you done listened to. If you lack the knowledge that you need to have when it comes to your core and your essence, you're going to be out here moving wreck. You're not going to really understand anything because you're too caught up in yourself. You don't know everything. We all need guidance. We all need, as much as I life coach other people, I have my own personal life coach. As much as I give advice to people, I have someone I go to who I get advice from. So if you don't humble yourself in a way to understand, like, yeah, I may be smart and I may be this and that, but at the end of the day, there's some shit I don't know. There's some times in my life where I need guidance and I need help. And I need somebody to teach me something. Because as long as you're on earth, as long as you're still living and breathing, you're going to always have to learn something. You're always going to come to a point in life where it's some shit you don't know. And you got to be able to find and be humble enough to be able to take information from other people. So you have a season where you have to put in the work because faith without works is dead. But sometimes you'll have a season where it just requires you to hold on. Stop thinking about it. Stop stressing about it. Stop worrying about it. Stop trying to figure out, you know, dibble and dabble and this and that and trying to, because all you're going to do is intervene with the process of what it is that you're trying to manifest. Sometimes you just got to leave it alone. But I love y'all. I got to get my day started. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up if y'all need anything. You need somebody to talk to. Hit me up in my inbox on all of my social medias. And remember to keep working on yourself. Don't allow nobody to sit there and throw up in your face your past or what you used to do or how you used to be. Fuck them, like I always say, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. People always gonna have something to say to you about anything you do. You can be doing everything right, but at the end of the day, don't nobody's opinion matter more than it matters about yourself. I love y'all. Till next time.